The red half of Merseyside is moving like a juggernaut. As the dust barely settles on a flurry of early summer dealings, Liverpool are preparing to strike again, this time with a move that could reshape the spine of Arne Slot's new look side. In a transfer window already packed with headlines, statements of intent, and a clear shift in strategy, the message from Anfield is unmistakable. The rebuild is in full swing, and it's being done with pace, precision, and purpose. Whispers from within the club have grown louder, now bordering on confirmation. Another major transfer, yes, another, is reportedly on the verge of completion, as Liverpool continue their relentless pursuit of reinvention. With marquee names already arriving and more negotiations unfolding behind closed doors, this latest move is poised to send shockwaves through the Premier League, and perhaps beyond. In a summer storm of signings, this is the one that could define the new era. Let's break it down along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are champions again. To mark this historic 20th league title, we've just launched our exclusive Champions collection of t-shirts. Celebrate in style and show your pride with official gear made for real Reds. Head over to copiclothing.com or just click the link in the description and grab yours while stocks last. But first, Liverpool could be facing a tough decision over whether or not to sell Luis Diaz this summer, amid widely reported interest from Barcelona and Saudi Arabia. Diaz was among Liverpool's standout performers in their title-winning campaign, but the Colombian heads into the transfer window with 2 years left on his contract. That puts him and the club in a pivotal situation, with it typically the point in which either a new contract is agreed or a sale is negotiated to maximize value. Liverpool's number 7 clearly finds himself in that position as Barcelona, and more recently, Al Nassr, are vying for his signature. According to Colombia reporter Pipe Sierra, considered a reliable source on news regarding Diaz, neither player or club are pushing for a transfer at this stage. In fact, it is explained that Liverpool's priority is to reward the forward with a new long-term contract. Speaking on Kick, Sierra added that Diaz is open to extending his stay at Anfield, as the player himself told Telemundo Deportes in May. However, Sierra did concede that Diaz would not rule out a move to Saudi Arabia, while he would clearly be happy to make the switch to Barcelona. It remains a delicate situation for Liverpool, but their stance appears clear. If Diaz does not sign a new contract, he will be sold. This comes with a player who filled in as Arne Slot's first-choice striker in the season, just gone likely to face major competition for his place in the campaign ahead. Liverpool intend to sign a new number 9, with Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike among their targets, while there are also suggestions another wide forward could be brought in. Diaz turned 28 in January, but is likely to command a sizable fee if he is sold, with reports in Spain claiming that his price tag would be around £67.4 million, which could increase for wealthy clubs in Saudi Arabia. Slot clearly appreciates what Diaz offers to his setup and his ability to play across the front line, along with his experience in the Premier League and Champions League, make him an invaluable asset. The transfer window has now officially opened, but it is largely focused around sides competing in the Club World Cup, with deals able to be completed between June 1st and 10th before closing again and reopening as normal on June 16th. Neither Barcelona nor Al Nassr are taking part in the tournament in the United States, meaning there is no rush for Liverpool to decide on Diaz's future. Now in a huge deal amid a blizzard of agreements, Liverpool have agreed a deal to sell Kelleher in a package worth up to £18 million, with the Irishman now poised to join Premier League club Brentford. With Brentford accepting an £8.4 million bid from Bayer Leverkusen for first-choice goalkeeper Mark Flecken earlier on Sunday, a deal was quickly brokered for his replacement. That comes in the form of Kelleher, who will depart Anfield after 6 years as he sets his sights on becoming a number 1. The Times' Paul Joyce is among those to report that a deal worth up to £18 million has now been agreed, with Kelleher now set to undergo a medical. Kelleher told broadcaster Optus Sport following the final day of the season that he was good enough to be a number one, and clearly the opportunity to take over from Flecken will fulfill that. Liverpool will reluctantly part ways with a player who has served as outstanding cover for Alisson over the last 4 seasons in the first team. But they do so having already replaced the 26-year-old with Georgi Mamadashvili's £29 million transfer from Valencia, announced in August 2024, becoming official on June 1st. The initial fee agreed in the Kelleher deal is £12.5 million per Sky Sports, with a further £5.5 million to be paid in various add-ons. While a price tag of at least £20 million had been communicated via the media earlier in the week, Liverpool will no doubt be pleased with the agreed deal for a player entering the final year of his contract. Personal terms are unlikely to be a concern for Brentford, with Kelleher not among the top earners at Anfield, having signed his current contract in 2021. Liverpool are expected to allow a number of other players to leave this summer as part of a makeover of Arne Slot's squad, with Darwin Núñez chief among those touted for the exit. Kelleher's proposed switch to West London is likely to be pushed through in the coming days, with the goalkeeper then representing the Republic of Ireland in their friendlies against Senegal and Luxembourg. Finally, Jayden Danns will already be aware of interest in a potential loan move heading into next season, with Liverpool set to hold talks with a Premier League club. Danns endured an injury-hit 2024/25, which saw him feature only 9 times across all age groups, including a mid-season loan at Sunderland, which never got off the ground. The striker spent the entirety of his spell on the books with the Championship side, working on his recovery at the AXA Training Centre, with a back problem discovered during his medical. But with Sunderland now promoted to the Premier League, having beaten Sheffield United in the playoff final, they could renew their agreement. That is according to the Northern Echo, who report that the Black Cats will hold talks with Liverpool as they are interested in a potential second loan deal. Dan still managed to forge a strong relationship with Sunderland head coach Regis Debray after a number of one-to-one chats during his period of downtime. Liverpool are also known to have been impressed with the way in which Sunderland handled a delicate situation that had the potential to become difficult for all those involved. It is explained that Danns is slated to join Arne Slot's squad for the start of pre-season, with plans to join the first team for their tour of the Far East. But with Slot then likely to make a decision on which of his youngsters will stay as part of his senior squad for 2025/26, there is a strong chance the 19-year-old will be considered for a season away from Anfield. There is no guarantee Liverpool would send Danns to Sunderland, however, given the Premier League newcomers would not envisage him leading the line on a regular basis next season. Instead, he would be seen as a valuable addition to their attacking lineup, offering cover and competition for Eliezer Mayenda and Wilson Isidore. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.